You know, after a couple of months of being called racist, sexist, homophobic for not wanting to go see the Marvels, I was pretty tired of it. I haven't been to see a movie in so long now. It really hasn't been a bad decision. Everything that comes out these days seems like it's made out of a spite for your core audience and also a desire to just make money off of them. So they're like, hey, we think you're stupid, also give us money. And I'm like, oh, you think I'm stupid? That's fine, I don't care, but I'm not gonna give you money. And then they whine about it and call me names. But then I saw that the Critical Drinker recommended Godzilla -1. After all the recent Godzilla movies that were basically Marvel movies with big monsters that were kind of just like, or what if we took this monster, and then this monster, and then this monster, and we just... But anyways, the Drinker recommending it, that caught my interest. But then I saw an article where the director of the movie was quoted saying, "We're excited by the tremendous response in North America. I've been reading the fan feedback on social media and am very encouraged by the passionate comments based on a thorough analysis of the film. In some theaters, I've heard there was even applause. Thank you for warmly receiving our Godzilla." When I saw that, that was just... it was like a breath of fresh air. That just screams of humility and pride. And not this kind of pride, but artistic pride. The kind where you pour your heart into something because you want it to be truly good, not because you want to just make as much money as possible. Yesterday, my dad, my brothers, all of us together went to the theater and watched Godzilla -1. Some parts were kind of cheesy, like the old Godzilla movies. Some parts were a little over dramatic, but I'll write that off to being Japanese culture and a very uncertain time in their history. In some parts, the extremely small budget of $15 million showed, and you could tell because the CGI was slightly lacking, though in every Marvel movie I've ever seen since Civil War, the CGI was slightly lacking. But most of the movie was just really, really cool. Just awesome and fun. And there are a lot of those shots in there that just make you kind of go, oh, you're like, I should be afraid, but this is so cool. That happened several times. The movie was really clean with very mild swearing and no sexual stuff to distract you from the actual story of the movie. The acting was good, though, like I said, sometimes a little over dramatic, a little over the top. They are dealing with a lot of guilt and a lot of trauma after the end of the war, so I'll give that a pass. It's Japan too. At that period of time, they were blowing themselves up for honor, so I think, you know, crying a little bit is... All the side characters in the movie were consistent all the way through and enjoyable as well. There was one captain guy specifically who was particularly entertaining. Just the way he said things, he was like, "Onochi! Enochio, eh?" And Godzilla's atomic breath was simply... awesome. In my opinion, this movie is definitely a worthwhile watch. You can watch it knowing that the people who made it appreciate you and appreciate the opportunity they had to work on this legendary franchise. Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe if you want.